Right, what is up, guys and girls? We should be live. Everything should be working. Fingers crossed. Let me know if there's any issues. I'm just going to run around and do a quick bit of quality of life stuff. Get the chats up. Happy days. Welcome over on Twitch there. Appreciate that. Boom, boom, boom. Thank you for the guys over on YouTube coming in. Appreciate you. Well, let me just, yeah. Bang, bang. There you go. So that's me. I'm in the chats. This game does not like, I know it's early access and that, but it does not like to run well for me. I don't know if anyone else has this issue, but I'm running it in, I have to run it in windowed mode, which gives me a black bar at the top and bottom, which looks absolutely disgusting on stream. And it's not really like, I'll go over some of the issues, but I had to go from DirectX 12 to DirectX 11 just to get it to go into the OBS as well. Like it seems like it has a lot of options, but when you delve deep, it actually has very little options, especially for a live streamer. It's like really crusty the way this game actually has implemented its stuff. So that's a negative for the game already, just that they don't have an option to pick a different screen and lock to it in full screen mode. You have to essentially change your whole setup if you want this game to go where you want it to go, and I ain't willing to do that. And the overall options, they keep, like, I've locked it to 120 frames, but I'm getting 60 because VSync's on, you know, and if I turn VSync off, I then get a split in my screen. So there's a lot of little bits and bobs that have just been a really annoying for me over the last couple of weeks just to even bring this game to you. But I'm looking to have fun with it. Do you know what I mean? These bars as well, like these status bars here, I cannot get them to go away. You can see here on the screen behind me, I've put no graph and I've put go away and it still won't go away. I don't know what it is doing. I don't know how to get rid of it. I don't know if it's this or whether there's another telemetry somewhere I'm supposed to figure out. But I just, this whole menu is, for me, just one big mess, deep rabbit hole, and just a big pain in my ass. I don't like it at all. I might even turn VSync off just so we can get some extra frames here. I've just jumped to 100 frames now. Dynamic resolution sucks, but again, I have no choice but to have DLSS on. It's another one of them things. So let me see if I can get rid of this. Oh, the graph's now gone. That's weird. So by turning VSync off, the graph went. I don't know if these are glitches or not. Fuck it, let's get into it. Welcome everybody. I appreciate you coming in. Sorry about the fudge start there. Really didn't plan to do it that way. Okay. Interesting. Again, full screen. That was the other thing, because I want these bars gone. That was the main reason we went in now. Not being able to click the screen and not move the character as well is a little bit of a weird one. So it says panel mode is full screen. Or we can have it left and... What's panel mode? Don't see anything moving around, so we're just going to leave that as is. HUD to the right. It didn't move. Okay. I'd like to move my HUD because then my health bar wouldn't be behind my back. Compact. No, that doesn't do anything either. It's like the options are there, but they're not working for me. I don't know why. It does what it feels like. Now I don't know. Man, this is just a minefield. Okay, graphics, let's go with full screen. Again, it's jumping, it's really getting on my nerves. I'm going to have to switch screens.
Folk here wouldn't take kindly to that.
Exactly. He said it, he took the words out of my mouth. I'm not taking kindly to it at all. Okay, so what I'm going to have to do is go to Windows. This is a shit show, this setup. And then I'm going to have to transfer over my screen. Again, not exactly ideal because all of my icons and shit move. Put that there and then try full screen again. We'll do windowed full screen. It jumped. It keeps jumping. Why is it jumping? I've just made that my main screen. Oh, you pricks. Who builds a game like this? Keep.
That'd have me out in my ear.
Rops. This is terrible. Full screen. It's on both screens now. I shit you not. Oh my days. Yeah, I'm actually getting vexed now. It's now locked and I can't get my mouse into that screen. It's one problem after another with this game. I tried to, again, last time we lost our shit because we couldn't get OBS to use it properly. And now I've got to run the game with bars because I cannot get it into full screen. I can try and stretch it and make it look a bit better, but it's still going to be the same. Full screen. Keep. It's gone over there. And if I try and do the Alt and Delete, it closes the game. This is so shit. On a single screen, this game has no problems whatsoever. I've played it on Linux, it works great. I've played it on my handheld, great. When I'm trying to do it with two monitors, it is just absolutely atrocious. The only way I can get around it is to actually stretch my game for you guys, as in the capture, and do this. But then it's going to blow out the edges and it's going to look, well, it's just not going to look good. So stretch the screen or fit to screen. So fit to screen, this is the actual thing. Then I wonder if I close, let me hit, I'm going to set it to full, no, I'm going to set it to windowed full screen. Right, now I think we're there. But then when I hit escape, it goes away.
That'd have me out on my ear.
Just bear with, we're almost there. We've almost cracked the nonsense that this game comes with. Right, boom, boom, boom. Stupid bars have gone. Save. Okay, good. Why is there now a map on my screen? What is this shitty map on the screen? Go away. Tab, okay. Right, I think we're there. Exit to login screen. Yeah, okay, we're good. Jesus, that took a long time. And again, the game's running, OBS was running, that's why I fired up live before fixing this issue, because I didn't have this issue. I was going to run it in windowed in with the bar at the top, but then I realized OBS is actually squishing it for that reason, which kind of sucks. Right, let's get into it. We are now late. Right guys, thank you for joining me today. Today we are playing Path of Exile 2. Super excited about this one, and as the Druid is now out, this is the class I've chosen to start my Path of Exile 2 journey with. It's going to be a playthrough. We're going to be doing around 5 videos on this as we go through. So sort of every 10 to 20 levels I'll probably come back, we'll do a live, and we'll make little chopped up videos for the YouTubers out there that like to watch on YouTube. So, or the guys that like to watch on YouTube. So we're going to be doing and treating it as a first impressions, and then we're going to be running our parts from there on in. So if you haven't already subscribed, consider subscribing and all that good stuff. Check the links in the description down below for any other bonuses, videos or linked content, and we will be running a couple of shorts on Path of Exile as time goes on, so there'll be those as well. So if you like Path of Exile content, this is the place to be. Right, let's jump in. So Path of Exiles 2 is a next generation action RPG. And it's sort of an ARPG camera angle, as I like to call it. Kind of like a crafter builder, or V-Rising if you like. It's by Grinding Gear Games, which are an awesome company. They did a very good job with the original Path of Exiles. Again, not a game I got too much time to jump into, but a game that I respect nonetheless. So it's taking what it's learned from Path of Exiles and building upon it, making it, you know, a lot more in-depth, a lot more easy accessible to new players. Fingers crossed, because I'm a new player. And you were going to return to the dark world of Wraeclast, I probably pronounced that wrong, and seek the end of corruption and all that goodness that's spreading throughout, which is fair enough. Overwhelmingly positive reviews, 88,000 people, as you would expect. Came out in December, and it is a $20 game right now. So around $20 you can jump in, and it is early access. The game will be free to play from what I understand, but later on down the road. So if you want to get early access and jump in on as the Druid class, you can do so. Now, classes, I'm just going to go out there and say, not very interesting. There was a bunch of classes that I wanted to play as, but they were all whammons. So all the women classes have the necromancers and the mages and all the good stuff, and all the men get stuck with bullshizzery. So the Druid is about the only class, as a new player jumping in with no experience Path of Exiles, that I could actually play, you know, something that resembled me, something that I could take on full time. These games do not, like, they're not a weekend game, it's not a month game, it's going to be a game for a long time. If you're going to get into it, you're going to put about 80 to 100 hours in, then you need a class that you can sort of get behind. So there wasn't one for me. The Druid was the only one that fit that shoe, but the women seem like they've got it covered in this game. So I would expect the developers to be bringing out more male orientated classes and more buff dudes. You know, we want to see more gruffness in the game, because there's just not enough choice in the character selection screen for your main player base, which I would assume is dudes, right? Okay, so single player MMO online. Why is that a category? Single player online co-op, HDR available if those who run HDR. Does a lot of people use HDR? I mean, I personally have a 1440p screen that I run with no HDR on, but maybe I'm not using my resources as I should. Let me know in the comments down below if you use HDR or even motion blur. Do you like these sorts of things? Because I actually turn all of that gubbins off because it just distracts from the gameplay. Controller support across the board. I can confirm that this game works very well on Linux Mint with a 8-bit DOE controller. That's how I prefer to play. But I have used the Xbox One controller, and I have used a couch atmosphere when I've been chilling, playing it on the big screen. And yeah, very enjoyable. Now, I haven't put too much time into the Druid. I made a class, I deleted that class, and now we're making our actual jump into the Path of Exiles playthrough. So this is really a first impressions because I've only had a little fumble around with things. Let's go down, have a look. Right, so the requirements for the game are 16 gig RAM, a 3070X if you're running Ryzen. So that's a Ryzen 5 3700X. And you've got a 2060 on the RTX, which is about right. I think the Radeon equivalent may be around a 7600, you know, that sort of mark. But it doesn't seem like a tall order to run, and runs very well. Now, the thing I don't like about this game is it is utilizing a lot of technologies that I dislike. You know, DLSS, FSR, frame gem, all of those sort of things are just bundled into a bucket for me and chucked straight out the window. I like to have TAA, I like to render my own frames, and I like to have the game developers actually do their job and create a good running, smooth experience for the player without trying to bundle a load of technology to help them out at your cost, at your RAM, at your CPU. You know, I don't like this way that they're thinking. So for me, I like to stick to what I know, and that is rendering my own frames with my own hardware. If I cannot play your game, then I have to upgrade my hardware, right? I don't want to be forced into a pigeonhole. So yes, the game can run pretty much by itself, but it does require DLSS or FSR on, unfortunately. It's just a thing. And we are over sharpening about 30% today, so if it does look nice and crisp, good. If it looks over sharp on the grass and stuff and trees, let me know and I will downgrade that as we go. I will turn the sounds up and adjust the sound as we go as well, and let me know what you think. Oh, I'm nearly out of breath. After all that, let's just get on with it. Okay, so tab is map, I believe, so we can have a at the top, and we can have our quests at the side. What we got to do? So our main quest is to search Clearfell for the entrance to the mud burrows. So if I click this, okay, so we've got the map. I'm assuming the one with the pin is where we're heading. Yep. Right, so it seems like it's tracked to me. Maybe if we bring up the bigger map. Is there a way to bring up a bigger map? The M is monsters. I've got to be careful with that. I'm assuming this is the first time yeah. So this was the first time I actually saved the game. I played through the tutorial. I don't want to spoil that for anyone. And now we're actually jumping into Clearfell, which is our first main mission. What's this? Skill crafting. You have uncut skill gem in your inventory and engrave it before continuing. Uncut skill gem. What does that even mean? Okay. So it's this thing. I'll put it there so you guys can see what I'm doing. It's nice and clear and I think the layout of this game is really nice for streaming. I just think if we could consolidate this health bar, maybe to stick it over with the blue somehow, or maybe even shrink it down to like a classic sort of line of so like it's all in one line instead of having these big balls and you know whatnot. It'd be nice to have a wide range of customizable user interface for this game, especially as a streamer. You can move things around, you know. That's my only gripe with the interface itself. It looks good, it plays well, and if you're not trying to put yourself over the screen, you're probably fine. Right clicked on it. It gives me some sort of idea. So I can engrave it with different... What are these? Okay, so I'm going to have to read these real quick. So this is level 1, chance 10%. They're all the same? No, they're different.
Slam pounds the ground with your front paws, dealing damage twice to enemies caught by both.
That's really nice, you don't have to read.
Rage, it will spend some to make much larger, more powerful slams. It will also leave behind jagged ground to slow enemies.
That's pretty awesome, I like the idea of that. Select skill to play video.
Lunar Assault projects a crescent of ice with your claws. This skill is very good at freezing enemies. Entangle grows gnarled roots which attach vines to nearby enemies, damaging and slowing them.
Yeah, I'm having that one. Because my beasts are already, you know, nicely powered up at the moment. But being able to slow them down and do damage over time seems like a win for me. I love the Druid, by the way. The Druid is a really good class. You can turn into, I think, 2 to 3 different morphs. And they all have their own abilities and they've all got their own elements, which is really cool, which we're going to demonstrate as we go. I'm just really psyched for the game. It's a really interesting game so far, with a lot to learn. And as we go and fumble along the way, you guys I'm hoping to bring along, and you can give me your hints and tips and tell me where I'm wrong as you see it happen. And if you played as a Druid, let me know what you think of the Druid, because for me it was the only class that really did stand out as an awesome class. Like I say, the female classes are really good. I think if you're a female playing this game, you'll fill your boots. There's plenty to do and plenty of options. But for us guys, I feel like a lot of the classes are just not good. You know, I think there was an archer and a mage, and they all just like, you know, feminized man, really awful looking classes. And again, I'm sure you can level them up and have a great time with them. But for me, they just kind of sucked a bit. Alright, so we can zoom right in, which is a really nice aspect of this game, especially if you're playing on controller. You can get some really good sort of movies out of this. Create some content yourself.
Damn remnants!
Yeah, so I went with the lightning. The lightning was a good one. There you go, so you got dodge moves, you're just kind of rolling around. You are invulnerable on dodge, I believe. That's how it feels to me anyway. Yeah, I'm trying to heal. Again, my buttons are all off because I've been playing on a controller, so I need to move things around. Resurrect at checkpoint, and we can have a look at this. You cannot get into one of these games until you've messed around with your controls. Let's go with inputs. So using a health flask, I want on my middle button press to make sure it doesn't do anything. Could be lock on, I'm not sure. Yeah, one more action is already set to that. Middle button press is bound to a skill. Okay, so what else? What options do we have? We have dodge. I think dodge on space is fine for now. There you go, mouse 4 and mouse 5. So all my skills are apparently bound to my mouse. So there's my bear. Now I don't know how you guys play this game. You can use WASD, which I probably would prefer. But at the moment I've got it just set to mouse point and click. See if we can change that. Yeah, like WASD for aiming. Cursor, so target. WASD, there you go. If I save that, that's going to make us not get oofed. Happy days. That's way better. That is way better. That's it. Boom. Is that too loud? Should I turn that down a bit? If you can hear me over the top, it's fine, I guess. Let's go bear. Oh, okay, I didn't have enough juice. Alright, sweet. Okay, we've got crazy cowering.
Nature's fury.
There you go. So I'll just let out the volcano and then I'll just sort of walk towards it and oofing them as I go. All about that distance game, boys. This is such a fun game to play. It's a great looking game. The sound effects are to die for. It's really, really good. There's our waypoint open, our checkpoint, and then we've got the mud burrows, which is where we're headed. But before, I just want to have a little look around the area, maybe get in a few fights, and then we'll head down now. Just to get my skill level up on the mouse and keyboard. Not actually used the mouse and keyboard yet. Yeah, I was just going to say, if I put this, for instance, to here, would you say that's now too quiet? Or you say that's alright? Another checkpoint, sweet. Okay, I'm in the abandoned stash, that's what I want. Grab some loot, got another uncut gem. And there is a book up there, I'm not sure what that icon means, so we're going to go and investigate. Again, I'm learning as I go, and it's such a fun game to learn in.
I have received reports of a number of villagers hiding at the Clearfell logging site. Travel there and convey my...
So what I do on the first impression is take mental notes, things like the voice acting, things like the visuals, things like the accessibility. Does the game play well? Am I having fun? You know, these are things that we go over 2 to 4 hours doing and then come up with a verdict at the end, which I've been rating out of 5, but people are telling me I need to do it out of 10 because it doesn't give a an accurate pinpoint sort of impression. I can say 4 out of 5, but it could be with some caveats. So if I was to do it out of 10, I could say 7 out of 10. That gives you a little bit more of a gist of, you know, how I felt about it. So that might be something to consider for the future. But that is essentially what we do. We go in, we do the first impressions. If we like the game enough, we continue a series. And that's what we're going to be doing with this game. We're going back and playing Diablo series, not just 4. We're going back, we're playing Diablo 2, the remake, and Diablo 3. I want to use the bear more. Ooh, okay, this is hairy. Yeah, I'm trying. There we go. So far, so good. Oh, these guys can throw shears, literally. Ooh. Oh, burn, baby, burn. There was just too many to hold off right now. I'm not sure if we actually get penalised for doing any of that. Let's have a look. No, I still have the uncut gem, so we're not actually losing loot by getting downed either. Which kind of begs the question, if it doesn't have a Dark Souls mechanic, what's the risk? You know? What do you actually lose other than your own time? This is an uncut gem, so if we right click on it again, level 1, I'm guessing we can level that up to level 2 by using the uncut gem on it. These are all coming soon. So this is the mace, that's primal. So where's the wand? Well, I guess primal is that class? Occult. Elementals. So can I use, do you think, like a crossbow in my class? It's weird because I don't think you can. Yeah, incorrect weapon type. You can't use any, but you can use elementals. So I could like make him more for lightning, let's say, or I can make him ice, flame, or frost. That's interesting. And also occult. So this is spiked bones that come up. This looks like a necromancer class here. This affects a single enemy with a debuff, which sounds really boring. This one has skeletal sniper, which is really awesome. I want a piece of that action. But at the moment, it seems like primal's where you're kind of stuck. Level 3. So maybe I have to level this up to level 2? Am I wrong? Okay, I've used both of those. Now, do they have to be attached to anything to use them? I think they might have to. But I might have made a mistake there. I might have engraved them. And I can't unengrave them, I don't think. Once they're done, they're done. You can plop it over here, which will give you that elemental. And I'm wondering if I can do the same again. No, so you already have that in the socket. So now the only thing I can do with that is really sell it. I don't know if that's a major mistake I've made there, but it is at least my first mistake. So we've just worked that one out. Get some, get some. And the thing I like about Path of Exile personally is how your builds change as you progress through the game. You know, Diablo 4 has that, but I don't feel it's as connected to the player. I feel the way that these guys make Path of Exiles is really to build your own craft your own mindset. Whereas in Diablo, you're kind of just using sort of pre-thought out paths. I feel like you can do pretty much anything in Path of Exile within reason. And it feels a bit more expressive. There was some big old beetle bastards there, boys. Let's move down. Yeah, that one tried to catch me by surprise. There you go, burn, baby, burn. This place is Minion. Find and devour. Find the devourer and slay it. I'm guessing that weren't him. Ooh, okay, I'm pulling way too many here. I've gone a little bit too far. We coped with it though, that wasn't too bad. Need to get out of the corner. There you go. Nice. bear doesn't do enough damage for my likings at the moment. The Dorkin, that's pretty much it. I'm just staying back and using all of my elementals. There we go. Ooh, that came out of nowhere. Cost me like half a life bar. Hey, that was a bit spooky. I didn't even see that, you know. Caught me slipping right now. Let's get back a bit. They're going to walk straight for it to, well, in theory. I mean, the AI is not exactly the most smartest at this stage of the game. But I guess neither am I. You know what? I did set my mouse to have healing, but it doesn't seem to have took. Use skill 1 on left button. So you use temporary bound skill 1. Use flask on slot 1. Like, you saw me click these and they're not, they didn't save. Let me try again. I think they've saved that time. Makes my life easier now. This game's way more enjoyable with WASD than point and click like something like the original Guild Wars or an old MMO. I think maybe because you have the invulnerable dodge that the WASD with dodge combined feels really nice. Natural. Ooh, buddy. They say that cockroaches can survive through everything. I mean, that's a mini volcano. It just walks straight through it. Ooh, not another one. Okay, so two things I'm really noticing is not just how engaging the gameplay is and how you have to pay attention, is also the fact that this game is gory as hell. Like, there is a lot of giblets flying around today and it's probably going to get worse. So if you're squeamish, you know, maybe not the stream for you, but I'm enjoying it. It's nice. It could be played at Halloween. It's that gory. And I mean, you know, Diablo 4 was no slouch when it comes to gore, but this one, even the projectiles he's throwing are gory. Yeah, here we go. So let's set him up for failure. Let's put some stuff exploding next to him and go in and whop him with a bear. Okay, I don't know what it's doing now. Woo! They just changed its position. There it is. But it doesn't let you trap it at all. That's really good. Because I thought I could just chuck a load of stuff at it and that'd be it. That's it. Get wrecked by the bear. Now, I think the bear might be a bit slow for this situation. That was perfect. That was perfect. Getting a bunch of conditions put on it. Jeez, look at this mess. Boss? Yeah, you're not joking. He can hit you with his tower. I actually thought there was two of them for one moment. Oh, he keeps moving. I'll try and set them up. Oh, dare he not stand still. Oh. Okay, that's going to take a bit of practice. First goes away is a bit, you know, worrying. I thought there was two of them, so I was attacking his tail, but it doesn't really do anything. So you basically just have to avoid the tail. And the bear is useless against him. Okay, we've got some skill points though, so that should help us. It was a good opportunity and a break to talk about the skill tree. Look at this skill tree. Where do you start? So I've started over here just out of necessity, I guess, which is armor, life regeneration, your basic stuff you want, right? And we're going to sort of branch out to the tip of this, which sort of leads into skill speeds, damage buff, and another armor and energy buff. And then I'm probably just going to come round in a circle and take up whatever I need from these side bits. I don't know if other people are going to be doing that. Again, you can play it your way, which is really good. I'm not going for the meta builds, you know. I'm just going to go for some key skills that we will need along the way, but then in between just really wing it, you know, and see what happens. So this one is armor buff, and then we've got the Devour. What's this? Act 1. That's just another waypoint for a story, I think, so we'll leave that. So we're going in with a little bit more armor this time, but also a little bit more experience, so we should be fine. Okay, we're already at a quarter life bar, and that was really easy to get there. I really need an ability that sort of surrounds me to clear the enemies from me. Like the volcano one's fine, but they go through it so quick, these bugs, that it's really non-beneficial. No way! Oh, jeez. Okay, this boss is not easy. Houston, we have a problem. I did notice that the bear gets rid of those pretty easy. We've also got a middle button that's not allocated to anything. So that's not normal. Let's have the tangle. Look, we've got the lightning, the bear, the volcano. Yeah, I think volcano has to be on a key. Maybe tangle. I'll leave it there for now. In fact, I'm going to swap tangle for the bear and bear for that, because then the bear's in the middle button, so I don't hit it by accident. Let's go. I really detest the towels not being allowed to let my Hadorkins through. They're basically like a magic block. There we go, we got them. We've got a quarter life bar left. I can get rid of the bugs with Tangle, that sort of slows them down, keeps them off my shoes. We can then attack him whilst they're around, which is a little bit of a new move I've learned. There it comes, boys. Let's finish him with a bear. Didn't even have a chance.
You've gorged on the good folk of Clearfell.
Oh, there it is. Third time lucky on that one. I can't complain. Round of applause. Okay, let's go into the inventory and we've got another uncut gem. I actually like this system now. I've used it a couple of times. I'm going to go with Unearth. Let's go with that. Engrave. And then we have to just drag it across. Pop that on now. And all of these seem like they've got 2 upgrade slots as well. And now by hitting E, I should be able to put engrave. Oh, unearth. There you go. So unearth's now in now. See what it does. Wow. Okay, so I now have necromancy abilities. Yeah. Okay, that's really awesome. So it doesn't really matter too much what class you pick to a degree. Obviously, only the druid can can transform into a a bear and a dragon and all this cool stuff. But yeah, that's really awesome that I can now highlight things to bring back to life. Hit E, and then away we go. We've got a bunch of those working for us. It'd be interesting to see what we can actually bring back to life. Is it going to be every enemy in the game? Because that would be really good to see. Oh, I have crew. Minions. We're going to make a portal to return home. Enchantment. There we go. It's epic. Did you use it on your build? What's the well? It just heals me up. Sweet. Talk to Rennie. Okay, where's Rennie? There he is.
Ah, finally! Took down the Devourer, did you? Oh, that's incredible! This is
You
the
love having
first real
minions? Yeah, I
success
think
we've had
like it
against the
makes
dark.
me now feel like a
We
bit
can
more
breathe
of
a bit easier
a
now.
an
Perhaps
OP
even go out
class. I
and
feel a
get
bit more like a necromancer now.
This won't cover our debt to you, not nearly. But take it as thanks.
Another gem. My man, they're giving me so much stuff. So we've got the volcano, we've got entangle, we've got... So these are the gems that go onto the gems we're already carving. So this is the bear upgrades here. What's he got here? So we've got fire, rage, and rapid attack. My lightning, which I really like. So unleash, what's that? Support spell that cast yourself, making their effects reoccur when cast. So it's like giving you free... There's like a shadow move. It's going to give you the same move again. Supports any skill that hits enemies, making it more likely to shock. Supports any skill with an area effect, causing the area to be smaller but any area damage dealt higher. That consolidates our beats. I don't really like the sound of any of them. Abundance. Support skill which have limited numbers of effects active at once, increasing the limit at the cost of their duration. There's like trade-offs with these, you know, they're not all just gains. Some of them are going to take away to give you more of something else, i.e. the AoE. AoE smaller but does more damage. Supports the skill that has duration, making the duration longer. That one is just a buff. I like that. Prolonged duration. Support skill which creates ground, causing them to create additional viscera at the cost of damage and speed. Again, it makes me weaker. I think I'm just going to level up the bear. You know, supports a melee attack, causing them to grant rage hits. Support that attacks, causing them to attack faster. And this one does damage dealt with less cold and lightning damage, causing them to gain fire damage. That seems to be working against me, that one. I don't know. I'm going to go with rapid attack. You know? There you go. Now that's gone into there, and we can only have 2 buffs on him at the moment. But a total, overall, it does look like we're going to get 5 buffs overall. And looking at the screen that we was in, there is more, way more than 5 to choose from. So I think you've got to be careful with those ones, unless you can switch them out later on. Okay, so now we've got to travel through to Clearfell. Is that Grelwood? We'll go to Grelwood. Our next mission. Let's just have a look at the map. Grelwood. I don't think we've actually unlocked that, so we're going to have to head straight.
Nature's fury.
Come get some. Now I'm going to there you go. Oh, so it doesn't bring the wolves back. It brings these little crab people back. There we get more crab people. There you go, I've got an army of crabs. Trying to think of the best way to organise my attack buttons. I'm naturally going to my right button to bring people back to life, because I don't know why you wouldn't do that. You'd want them all the time. Yeah, you dudes. Yes, okay, that was a level up if I've ever seen one before. Dopamine rush activated. It also seems like these stashes just keep replenishing.
I have received of a number of villagers hiding at the Clearfell logging site. Travel there and convey my order to
You know, if I take down these 2 dudes here, or 3 dudes,
my authority. Should be considered a traitor.
then I can just like throw out my resurrection spell.
But bring their bodies back to the man.
Yeah, it's going to have to change button. Okay, so we're going to switch this one over because I keep using it. New to the game, Geezer, that's it, my man. Brand new today, trying out the Druid because it's the latest class out, and I'm really enjoying it, bro. Really enjoying it. Okay, so now my right button will resurrect, which makes it super simple. Just to left button kill someone, right button bring them back. That's it, take it. Because you can do that like over and over again, I'm never going to not be without minions this way. Welcome, I appreciate that, my friends. What class do you play as? How long have you been playing? And any tips and tricks would be greatly appreciated. Enjoy your time with us. Get some. Alright, what's in the trunk? Yes, spare gold. Okay, sweet. Take the mappage. Again, we're still looking for that great Grelwood. At the moment, you know, I've got some dry bread skills, but they seem to be working. I can keep the enemy back. I've got dodge roll again, invulnerability. So we're doing alright. We just beat our first boss. Like that worm in a cave. The Druid is this season, mate. That's it. Ugh. What class do you play as then? You just playing Druid this season? So you're gonna what, switch to something else next season, yeah? I don't know how that works. I think because it's in early access, I'm assuming each season is a new character, yeah? Yes, sir. That's it. Flip. Yourself. Upgrade your weapons and clothes. Yeah, I'll check that out in my inventory. I don't think I have any available. We'll have to buy some after the next run. Okay, hit them with a volcano. The floor is lava, they are dumb. That's got some range on it, you know, that necromancer ability. Boom, boom, boom. I'm so used to pressing F to pick things up in these sorts of games as well. What are you doing, Whammons? You weren't even close. Crazy Karen is down. Every level, check your vendors, spend all of your gold, and doing so you'll make heaps of... Oh, you make heaps late in the game. So gold in early game is more valuable than later, yeah? Okay, we'll definitely do that. Yes. Everything feels epic in this game. That's what I'm going to go out there and say. Every time I hit a checkpoint, every time I find a new area, even just the lighting effects, you know, combined with the sound effects, just like really give you that sense of like, whoa, you know. That's something Diablo was missing. Diablo missed the trick with just making the player feel like, you know, like wow, like I just paid 40 quid for a game and I'm having a great time. Do you know what I mean? This game does that, and it's for half the price. It's $20 and eventually free, I understand. Where are you from? I was originally from Tottenham, that's the accent, and I now live in the Suffolk area of England. Boom, here we go.
Blood for blood.
I assume by you using Geyser, you're from roughly one of those places, somewhere local. Okay, these enemies are stronger. It's taken me 2 lightning strikes just to dent them. I have to be careful. Milton Keynes, and originally from West Australia. Okay, fair dues. We have a couple of Australians in the crew. We have Discord. If you want to join Discord, just do ! Discord in chat, or Bubs can throw it up for you. Bubs is my monetization. Get some. Ooh, massive lag there. Okay, this guy wants to go some, so I'm just going to go bear man. Bring it. Okay, my minions will F you up in a hot minute. Once I've got 4 or 5 of them. Rough Grieves. I like the sound of that. So Australia, why did you move to Milton Keynes of all places? It's a nice place, don't get me wrong. I'm sure it's quite quiet around there and whatnot. Milton Keynes ain't far from me. It's about an hour and a half, I think, up the road. I'm actually heading to Scotland for a trip in April, and I've got Norwich in summer. I get about. Black. That's it. Back up off me, boys. Other way round, mate. Oh, so you was in Milton Keynes, now you moved to Australia. That must be nice to hear, like a familiar accent then. All them Aussies around you. And they all like, good day, mate. We've got this real stereotype in the UK, like, put another shrimp on the barbie. They don't even like talk like this. I hear they're actually quite vicious nowadays, the old Aussies. Not as nice a place as it once was. Yeah, Milton Keynes to Australia. He's upgraded, definitely. I was being polite when I said it was the other way. Boom. They got Contagion is a sweet little addition to your skeleton minions. Contagion, alright, I'm going to keep an eye out for that one. We should level up after this and have pretty much all of the skill points that we expect. I'll be able to check them all out. It's actually a nice little environment. It's just a dark wood. You can see the enemies coming at you easy enough. I want the chest, but they keep surrounding it. Okay, we've got some gold. We've got some hard wood. Use. Orb of Transmutation. Okay, I love a bit of that. Look at me, I've got all this crew with me. Oh, bros, he's got a bigger crew. And then you run into that. Okay, I see a problem with my minions right now. So when you resurrect, they look the same as the enemy, which there's like same color palette. Everything's kind of grey. So I was getting hit in. I was getting hit in the back there, and I didn't know it was an enemy. I thought it was one of my minions just standing behind me. So there's a little issue. The fact that the ground is the same color as the minion, and the minion is the same color as the bad guys. It all kind of blends. It's like muddy, if you know what I mean. There's not enough color pop on this game. In this particular area, you know, at the moment, if my minions are going to be grey and everything we're going to come across is grey, we need to go to like an ice stage or a fire stage or something for their minions to be really distinct. At the moment, they just blend in, and that's a little bit of an issue. If anything, it's just an annoyance, but, you know, it could have been designed a bit better. Like, because they're my minions, they could have like a purple glow on them, right? And then I would know exactly who they were. Gross. Yeah, they're really going for it now. I'm getting swamped. Let's get out of here. Get a bit of breather room. So fucking cool. Yourself. Does he have abilities, or is he just swiping? Is that all he does? No abilities. No abilities. Sorry, I'm fucking about too much. Oh. Right, okay. I think we're good for a minute. Oh, it's dramatic, this game, isn't it? It's thick and fast, plenty of action. Yeah, once you get a Contagion, they will be purple. Sweet. Again, they're thought of everything. I'm not even going to be able to probably knock this game. So this is just the first impression. So I do 2 to 4 hours. I go through, I give my first final thoughts, and then we're going to do a series. So we're going to be doing like level 20, level 30, level, I don't know, level 40, level 80. We'll go through and do like a mini series of 5 parts. So that's just a druid. You know, I've got all them other classes I could do. We've got new classes coming out. We've got the release of the game finally. You know, out of early access. There's a lot of stuff to talk about. So I just wanted to jump in this year and really cover it for this year. Not solely, but, you know, on the side of other things. Have you shown loot filters, mate? I understand loot filters. I play a lot of MMOs. Let's go in here. Yeah, so like these things I don't need, right? Because I can sell them and get some cash, which is probably my plan. I don't know. Yeah, they have to be defined, otherwise you can't use them. Like the boots is probably... Yeah, same as what I've got. 45 on the armor. It's worse than what I've got. You have to use these things. What are they? The scroll of wisdom to identify them. Level 1 lightning bolt. Surely that's crust. Level 2 chaos bolt. Let's identify that. Okay, that's weird. To identify it, you have to right click. Then left click. Okay, so that's going to bring my stick out. This one I'll dash. Here we go. So that's 7 to 12. That's actually probably better, isn't it? So it wraps. That's just a staff. That won't be very good. Okay. So these wraps are these. They're worse. I'm going to make myself some room here. The shield I probably won't use. What are these? Gloves? 9. Physical. So that's... I don't need that. Okay, I'm going to keep hold of these. And I'll sell them when I get back to town. And if I need to ditch them, I can. Right, let's check out our new... Ooh! Okay, so it's like a Harry Potter Alioso. Not overly impressive, but it's quicker than the lightning strikes. Oh, it feels poor. That feels really poor. I'm relying on magic way more without the lightning bolts. Okay, that doesn't feel good. But it does so much. It says 31% increased spell damage. Based on what? The level 3, intelligence 9. It has to be better, right? Am I reading that wrong? You can either create your own loot filters or you can use someone else's loot filter. It's fine not to use one. It's pretty soon your whole screen will be loot. Okay, so we just go mad on loot later on. This does mad damage, 16 to 30. This one cannot be that poop. There's a problem here. Maybe it needs to be leveled up or something. We'll go with it for now. We'll see what we can do. Is that another boss already? No way! Oh, they do punish you early game, right? Objective 5? Alright, sweet man, I appreciate that. Back up off me. Brass, one shot. This game does not hold your hands. Oof, that's it. I got this, don't worry. I just got to move a lot more. But we do have upgrades as well now. Let's have a look what we're doing. What's these ones here? So we've got spell damage increase. Let's take a bit of that. Can we go to there? Requirements not met. Are these for each class? Why are the requirements not met? You're locked into the way you go. Uh-oh. Grabbing a beer. Yes, man. So today we're on the gin. We have a little gin when we play games. It makes the game go a bit smoother. I don't feel as dumb while I'm playing them. Okay, so we've got... Oh, there you go. Increase spell. It's the same thing. Requirements not met. I think I don't have enough points. I've only got the 1 point, and these probably cost more. Inspect with Alt or compare with Shift. Because I haven't bought these ones. Oh, and damn it. Yeah, it's because I haven't bought the... Okay, I see now. They have to be shiny. There we go, we've got shininess. And we've got a new task to do. Which is just keep on heading on. Alright, let's get this boss done, boys. That does core life bar damage. Oh, put some juice in me. Okay, this thing is lethal. He's not tough though, his health's going down nice and steady. He just got a lot of projectiles. I feel like I'm playing a bullet hell right now. It's them purple balls. For lack of, you know, not trying to get people to meme on me, but it is them purple balls. They are literally what is ending me. If you get touched by them or they explode anywhere near you, you are just done. How can we get around that? Maybe turn to the bear. He's got more resistance. Pink gin. Yeah, because you mix it with Red Bull, my man. Or Relentless or any energy drink. You know, like if Red Bull gave you wings, pink gin would give you tings. Don't knock it till you try it, son. Don't knock it till you try it. Chaos damage, brother. Brutal. It is brutal. And the only other thing with it is... Well, I mean, I'm now going to head towards some chaos damage. Now you've said that. But what I like about it is it doesn't hold your hand. I mean, this guy's attacking me when I'm trying to make a drink. Get out of here, bro. Triple. Okay, now it's just gone ham. Why has it gone ham? I swear he said adioso. That's it. Get minions out. Let them do the work. So if I start a boss quickly, does that now give me minions in the boss? Do they respawn here? No, of course they don't. That would be helping the player too much. Jeez. Yeah, that's it. I dodged that shit. Come at me. With your bad breath and your tweaks. Oh, flip move. Okay, these chaos things are not going away. They're still coming. Oh, you lose your attention for like 2 seconds and that's it, game. Oh, shit, son. I work in a brewery, mate, so I got some goodies too. Typical. Typical. Find a Brit who lives in Australia and now works in a brewery. You turn the world into alcoholics, eh? Head back to town, you might need some upgrades. Guilty, that's it. Sorry, I got a little something in my eye, but I'm not sure what it is. Probably spittle from getting angry. Right, here we go, we're beating this boss. Now, see, you'll find something about me, if you've just found us, I get very, like, confrontational and very competitive with enemies. So the enemy's beating me, and I refuse to upgrade anymore without beating it. I want skill to beat him, not pure power. I'm going for it, baby. I'm going for it. That's it. Walk into my shields. Come get some.
Ancient grasp.
The ego, I dig it, that's it. It's not that, it's just like, I've always done things the hard way, and I like to learn that way. So if I really can't beat it, then I've learnt my lesson, and I don't, you know, that's what I take from that. But this guy, I can beat him. I can beat him. Flip me, back up off me. I've got Billy fingers going, like I'm using WASD, I've got space bar and shift all over the place. Dodging your chaos. Get out of here. I've only used one health potion as well, boys, and we're almost gotten down to a quarter life bar. Not scared, not shooketh. We bring it. Here we go, here we go. Bringing that chaos shit. Oh, get out of there, boy. That's it, 2 health potions deep. Oh, that's how it's done, baby. That's how it's done. Oh shit, this thing's just going to throw enemies right at me. Where were they a minute ago when I needed them? My loot! Let me get my loot! Oh, jeez.
I'm full up.
Okay, we've actually stacked ourselves high. Good stuff. Nailed it, that's it. I mean, it's a small achievement, you know, overall. I'm sure people are laughing. It's the beginning of the game. I get it. But for me, that was tough. That was a little challenge there. Let me get back to the checkpoint real quick. And hit the inventory. So what do we get for that grief? We've got some body armor at level 28. I've got 55, so I'll ditch that. We've got a mace. That's a rattling scepter. Oh, bro, leave me alone. Trying to get my shit together. Okay, this looks nice. 14 intelligence on the staff. But it don't come with all the buffs and stuff that the other one does. I'll unlock it and we'll have a look. So it does have an upgrade slot. It's level 6. Technically it's better. I don't know if I can use it.
I've not the mind for that.
He's not got the mind for that. Level 3. So I have to be level 6 to use it. I'm going to have to hold on to that one now then. Get rid of the stupid hammer. I'm not Irish. I don't go around hitting things with hammers. Right, so you said return to the thing and then come back, yeah? So we'll do that. And bookins. Wait a minute, you need to figure out if you're going ES, armor or EV first before throwing things away. Okay, well what's EV and what's ES if you'd be so kind? Because I have no idea what that means. I want to go really with damage dealing but having health regeneration. I like to regain health whilst damage dealing, and that probably will work out pretty well for me in my playstyle with just going ham. Energy shield or evasion. Oh, they both sound like they suck. I'd probably go armor, bro. I'll take the beats, do you know what I mean? Right, let's have a look if we... So let's go to the... There's a chicken. Can I kick it? Oh, you can't kick a chicken? Oh, that's a missed trick.
What have we got?
What are you selling?
Anything
What are you
take your
buying?
fancy?
Right, I want... He has no staffs or mage sticks or anything I want to use there, so I'm going to sell him mine. Buy or sell. Do we just right click this and it goes into sell? Drag and drop? Ah, drag and drop.
I'll find some use for that.
Oh, yeah. I'm going to keep the lightning stuff because it's my favourite weapon so far. It is only level 1. It's probably useless. It's only worth 6 gold, but I'm attached to it. I don't know why. And I'm going to hold on to this one until I'm level 6 to use it and see what it does. The evasion equals chance to that hits or misses energy shield. Yeah. Extra defense layer of armor. Reduce the damage of hits again, that's it, right? So if I reduce the damage but have health regain, that's probably going to work out the best for me for my actual character build.
If you find a pint out there, do bring it back.
Don't bring it back. But yeah, level 6. What level are we now? We've got character screen. Sweet. We are level 4. That's not too far off. Two levels. We'll get that on the next quest. Happy days. Let's roll. Again, this wand is not working out for me. It's too small. It's so small. It makes me feel inadequate. It's not good. Doesn't do enough damage. It's not enough impact with it. That it still gets them in 2 though. Yes, it's so small. Let's resurrect these. Get some crab people. Stick them to the ground. Burn them up. Always good. Okay, we're going to resurrect all these. So good. Yes, and then they're going to wreck the lot. Look at you now. It would be cool to resurrect her. You know, like if you could actually use the enemies against themselves. Wait, I'm just picking up everything. I've got to stop doing that. We still didn't find Grelwood. We beat the boss, but we didn't get as far as we needed.
Kill them.
Oh, another lot. That we all do, mate. That's it. The funny thing is, like, there's a lot of like griefers and gankers that play these games. You know, people that really go for the alpha builds. You know, the metas. I've never really been that sort of player. I like to play just for fun and, you know, have a good time. Figure it out as I go. If I make a mistake, I make a mistake. It is what it is. And I find that's like most people's attitude. I don't think a lot of people really care too much what the best build is. They might look it up on YouTube, take away half the information, but that's about it, right? We're not really that bothered. A lot of those people get, you know, their careers from becoming the one. You know, I don't need to do that. I just need to finish the game, wait for the DLC, have a little go at the DLC, see what it's like. I'm happy with that. I just casually play. If the game wasn't fun, I wouldn't play it, and this game has got me hooked because of the sound effects, visuals, and just the way that it feels like a roguelike, but with all of this extra gubbins attached to it. You know, the skill tree is absolutely huge. The amount of options a player has at his disposal, just the builds in general just really draw me in because it has such an in-depth system. What? Alright, we'll have him and we'll have him. That Duid'z. Go there.
The wild stars within.
Love the way the bear just swipes randomly, just not even bothered. Get some. Okay, this game's cool as shit. So after becoming a bear, I seem to have some sort of fire ability, which is probably more damage, right? So it gives me a buff for becoming the bear. I didn't realise that was a thing. We'll have to keep an eye on that, see how much damage we actually do. I would heavily and politely disagree with this game. Okay, why is that? However, hang on. I was going to end the other way. Disagree with this game. However, there are so many ways you play this game. It's fun as fuck. So you don't like the whole game, but you like the fact. Hang on, that's contradicting yourself. You love the game because it's what it is, but you don't like it because it's what it is. Am I right? Oh, you mean you don't like the people chasing the metas? Nah, sorry, let me explain. So it's more about the, yeah, I know what you mean. It's the people it attracts. These sort of games attract a certain type of player. And they have a following based on the fact that they're that player. And I think that's important to have. I think most games have that. You know, if you go and play Destiny, for instance, or damn Overwatch, you know, you're going to have a certain type of follower that likes those games and whatnot. But I can understand what you say. It kind of takes the fun out of it to go for a meta. If someone tells you what to do and that's you're just following their guide, you're no better really than you're like a minion yourself. You're like a resurrected minion. Come up with your own build, come up with your own way, and it doesn't have to be perfect, but you got there in the end, right? I think that's the fun of it, the exploration, using your own brain. You know, we've all got a brain in our nut and we should use it. Ooh, okay. I like the fact this game isn't too worried about like offending people. It has a lot of enemy types, especially like these little kids and stuff. And I'm assuming they are like little kids. There was another game where there was a guy on a motorbike. He did like a solo single player game, and there was kids in that used to jump out of boots at you and stuff, or car boots. And they didn't care that they offended people at the time. And I think that's important because it gives freedom of creativity. When everybody's so touchy and offended, it makes games boring, generic. Like that first person shooter that just came out. Did you see the state of that? Get some, get some. We'll have him as well during our crew. I have no idea if I'm going the right way. I'm just winging it. And I'm getting XP by doing that. So that's going to help level us up. Perfect understanding. However, I think to understand this game as a newbie, you need to follow someone, especially if it's your first ARPG. Yeah, I agree. I think but again, there's enough information out there for people to make their own judgment. You can Google, you can watch YouTubers, you can come to Twitch and watch people like myself, you know, whether, you know, new or old, struggle and give advice and all of that good stuff. And I think as long as you're using your brain, you know, you're on the right track. But just blindly following somebody who played the first game, found the meta, teaches you that meta, and then plays the second game, does the same. That's boring as shit. Like, really, really boring. Dry bread. You're paying 20 quid to follow somebody else's playthrough. You might as well be on autoplay at that point. And there's going to be a lot of people not liking that. But it is true, you know, if you ain't got a brain in your nut to come up with your own, you know, game plan, I don't know what you're doing with your life. Whoa, let's back that up. Sweet. Okay, I'm going to pop it. That's it. Look how many there is. What in the... It's lagging. No, I'm going bad. I'm scared. They've got me shook. I'm just going to whop them. Jeez. I just figured something out as well that I didn't know I was doing. I have ADD, and ADD has a little bit of OCD built in. I'm clearing up. When I bring these guys back, they disappear when they die. So I'm essentially clearing... Look, you see how they die? And now they're going to sink into the ground. I'm actually clearing the playing field on purpose. Like, I'm seeing dead bodies, and I'm thinking they can't be there. That's messy. So I'm actually bringing them back on because I can. Because I can clear up. I'm basically a human Hoover at this point. So fucking stupid. Checkpoint. Ooh, Redvale. This is not where we need to be. We need to be at Grelwood. I'm sure we've gone way, way out. I've got to check the full map. Right. I'm not seeing it. It's not there. We haven't found it. We haven't unlocked it. But we have got Redvale, so... I'm just going to head down now. I mean, what else do I do? I don't like your build. Sweet. Change everything and don't even have to level... Oh, sorry, I missed your first one. Hang on. That won't make sense otherwise. Let me bust these up. Okay, cool. We're protected. Where was we? Mate, once you got your fundamentals, or your mentals as I like to call them, this game is so fun. Don't like your build, sweet. Change everything. Don't even have to level a new character. Go to Red Veil. So you're saying that even if I made a shabby build and everybody laughed at me and I was the, you know, the donkey of the group, I can just switch it out at a later date and become something else and just keep my levels where I've sort of progressed to. I don't think the first game has that. Yup. Sweet. Oh, I'm pretty sure the first game doesn't have that. My chair's now too high. Nice. Dun, dun, dun.
So much blood spilled here, the earth still breathes.
Okay, cool. Search Red Veil for... So that's weird. It told me to go somewhere, but it didn't match the name. And now we've gone there, which rightly you've been through it, you know. Now I've gone there. It's now give me another waypoint and another checkpoint. But how would you know to do that? You just go around, get lost, kill everything, become OP, and then be like, oh, I might as well go through there. I mean, that must have took ages for people to... Unless they obviously just run through there and don't care. But I like to match the names of the things I'm doing. I'm going to... Look, see, because I pause them on the spot, I can't get away from my fire easily. And then I can bring them back, which clears them. Happy days. What in the world are these things? It's a minge on legs. What is that? Oh, it's coming at me. They're creepy. Oh, jeez. Go kill the big metal dude. Big metal dude? Now, let me see what these are. What are these? Nothing. Big metal dude? Must be down here. Ooh, buddies. I really like my abilities. I don't know, you know, it's early game, so I'm not going to get too ahead of myself. But I think I'm on the right path. Why am I covered in boogers? A lot of new enemy types in here to learn. Yeah, that guy don't mess about, does he? Even with the bear. All about minions. All that. Yeah, it's these things. I don't like these. Look, they're covering me in boogers and then it does damage over time. Ooh. That's filth. Without my minions, I would have struggled here. I'm glad I picked to resurrect. These are awful. Yeah, I would have struggled there. Poison plants are real a-holes. They are. I mean, they have full screen range, and they kind of, again, blend into the scenery. You can't really see them coming. Ooh, see what I mean? They're quick as well. Okay, they don't have full screen, half screen range, but it feels like full screen. And for their size, they only respawn one minion. Yeah, I hit a checkpoint, I'm all good. see what you mean by the loot. They are dropping a lot of loot now. Bear with them. I cannot talk while I'm doing this. So much going on. Whole family of ninjas coming out, boys. Yes, now we're talking. See, that's the thing, you know, all them enemies, that's just all leading to my XP gains. I don't know if it's woo yet. We've got to beat this big iron metal bastard, he said, that's around here somewhere. See what that has to offer. I don't feel like I've leveled up that much, you know. I've got some points down there that I can spend. Gonna hang back a bit. Fine, I'll wait. Hang on. I appreciate your help, bro. Nice to meet you as well. I can tell you're my sort of person. Back up off me. There you go. What in the world? We've got a crossbowing cowboy over there. Doing massive damage. Okay, he's a horror champion apparently. I couldn't come up with a better name. There we go, Rex.
That's heavy enough already.
Oh, I can't take the talisman. Okay, let me check the inventory. There's so much to do. Like in the first couple of hours of this game, I've just been overwhelmed with the amount of stuff you have to keep your eye on and do all at once, you know. I've got to level up my points, for instance. I've got a new waypoint for a new quest. I've got to sort my inventory out. I've got to keep a check on my HP whilst battling things, whilst thinking about all that other stuff, and I'm trying to watch the map. There's so much going on. Okay, this talisman allows 2, and I haven't actually got one. Can I carry... Oh, okay. So what, we now stay as the bear? Metal talisman. That's weird. When I equipped it, he turns into the bear. Maybe if I put it up here. And I took away the root, which is a 9 to 15 damage. This one's a 12 to 20 damage. That's actually better. Plus it has slots on it, so I can put things in it. I don't know how what we put in it, to be honest. No, it's not that. Okay, uncut gem. This is what I can ask you actually. The occult and elemental. I'm guessing every class uses those two because my class is primal essentially. I guess you can do any build, but it seems like I mainly should be concentrating on primal and then maybe using the occult and elemental. I might be wrong. You have 2 weapon slots? No, sir. Okay, guide me in Air Force One. Give me some hints and tips. 2 weapons. Yeah, I've got 2 weapon slots, but this doesn't... I think this just like overwrites it. But when I do that... Oh, I know what you mean. It's this, isn't it? Hang on. You're talking about clicking number 2. Yeah, I see now. That one's 12. That one's 12 and 20. They're the same. This one's actually useless to me. Whoop. I've now got a helmet. Sweet. So the armor in the middle is used for both classes. Obviously you're wearing it, and then when you switch into your second weapon set, that's basically your transformation. And that can have... Oh, I see here. Yeah, I got you now. I got you. Yeah, it lives and learns. You want to smash people with your fists or cast spells. I want to do distance game and I want to do necromancing. So if I can bring a bunch of dudes in to help me out and then just stay back by throwing like fireballs at them, I'm happy with that. But then obviously I want like some really big special abilities. You know, AoE damage and rain down sulfur, all that good stuff. But I'd rather not smash them with my fists. I'm going to use the bear for that, but I can level up the bear separate to me. The entanglement can go to level 2. We've got the volcano. I really like the volcano. I'm thinking that's got to grow in size, right? It says limit 1. So it takes it from 5 to 6 and then 8 on the fire damage, which is burn over time. I think I'm going to level that up. Upgrade. Boom. And then we've got, so if I open my inventory, do these go in there? I'm not even sure they do they? Orb of Augmentation. Magic with random modifier. Right click. Oh, and then it goes into... Okay, so I need to read what they are. Left click the magic item to apply it. Or a random modifier. What's a random modifier? It's just going to give me like a random health buff or a random... That's a bit... Well, it is random. It has to go into a weapon, which is class 1. Again, I'm not level 6 yet, so I think what I'm going to do is put that into this. Boom. And then when I'm level 6, I can use it. What else have we got going on? So, how do I get down to this level? 14 strength, level 3 uncut gem. So that's level 3. I think I have to level all these up. Think. Increased armor, and that'd be that one. And then we've got life regeneration and a new waypoint. It's starting to click. It's kind of coming together. Oh mate, we got to change it up. So buy a scepter. Yeah, from the town. It's free minion. It's free minions. Magic blue, rare, gold. Yeah, so obviously that's the tier list. Basically like Fortnite, I'm imagining. So blue is, what did you say blue was? Magic. So I can use anything with blue. Magic elemental, and then gold is rare, and white is normal. I don't get many whites anyway. But this, I need to level up to level 6. I think that's my next step, just level up. And then when we're back at the town, we'll go for the items. I like the fact he now looks like a soldier, but with a Harry Potter wand. Here we go, here they come. Okay, I think that volcano got a little bit taller. It might just be my eyes, I'm not sure. It's telling me to go up. There's an arrow pointing up. I think I might have missed the iron giant you were talking about. Down 3 people. Okay, sweet. This bear needs to be way tougher. Roll of wisdom, couple gold pieces. Okay, we're on the edge of the map there. Trying to unlock as much as possible so we can see where we're going. That says go round to the right. Something of rust? What is that? Can't hit it. Defeat the monster. Oh shit. Okay, that. Sorry for the language. That scared the hell out of me. Yeah, I'll have to put their roots on, bust them with a fire, and then keep them back. It doesn't say I have to stay close to it, but I think I've got to stay in the area. In the vicinity. There it is. That was cool.
From their graves to die twice over.
That was interesting. I like that. Very nice. Shabby wood. Right, what did we get for that? This thing. Ruins. Where does that go? Rune. The buckle means unity and safety from harm. That's a quest item. Oh, I can't seem to get ahead on my gear at the moment. I feel like this game's going to have a meme at some point where the most powerful thing in the game is going to be a twig, you know, or some shabby wood. Collect 2 remaining runes of power. Right, okay. It's Wizard's Chess. I'm assuming these runes of power are all in this area. Not in other parts of the map that I have to leave and go to. So we're missing 2 more. We went all the way to the bottom. Unless they're going to spawn, you know, as I break them, more spawn. Aha, got eyes on. Okay, that's cool. Once you get to, like, because they spawn you in the middle, so everyone comes around you, you're already surrounded, but once you get out of that circle, you can just summon everyone on the edge and keep them back. Okay, collect runes of power, and there is one last one. Gotta find it. I'm assuming it's going to be down the bottom now, where we was. Ah, got eyes on. Yes, okay, that wasn't too painful. So, there it is. Just go ahead and start that real quick. Oh, what are they doing now? Okay. So it's a boss whilst being hounded by 50 million bad guys. But he's slow, and crab people can be summoned. Yeah, he's not too bad. He's just got timely dodges. Not too bad yet. He's trying some stuff. You know what? I've got to half life bar and I'm doing alright. Not too sure. No. Oh, I'm out of health potions. I've got to be very careful now. Got him. I got him. I hit him with fire. That man was a chief.
Press now.
Whopper.
If you still can. Pack's heavy
Okay,
enough
so
already.
we'll take the gem. Everything else is duplicates. Oh, let's see what we got. I didn't know you could run out of health potions. I've been using them like, you know, popping them like Skittles. I thought readily available. Now we're carrying 3. Can we rotate that? Not with R. Mouse wheel? No. Okay, we can't rotate from there. What are these? Boots 18. They're crust. We'll get rid of those. Helmet 29. We'll get rid of that. Strength 10. 60 armor. That's actually better than what I've got. But then I've got increased armor 23%. That probably is about 60. But this one looks better. So I'm going to identify that one. Pop it on. Get rid of this one. Well, actually I'm going to sell it because it's close to my class. They're probably worth a few quid. And then I want to put a rune in there or whatever it's called. I can find one that fits. Again, I've not worked out which ones are which. Volcano. Level 3, Furious Slam. Shapeshift into the bear and slam the ground. Okay, done. That's a new move for the bear, so we'll probably pop that in there. Slam the ground. That'll be F. That's all my abilities there. Whee! Okay. Back to town, I guess. Travel to yeah, that one. I teleport. I thought you just walked through it. Okay, so let's have a look where we at. So nearly 4 o'clock. So we've got about an hour, maybe 2 hours. Okay. But where are we at? I mean, I feel like I've done it wrong. The game makes you feel, especially if you're not using any guides or like we were talking about, following anyone else's patterns. I don't know if I've done the right thing. You know, I've bought some stuff, I've crafted some things, I've carved some things. But does it really feel like I've learned? I don't think so. I just kind of associate items with what they do, but I don't feel like I'm learning what the best things to put together are, or where I even want to go with this character. I don't think it's teaching me any sort of, you know, idea of where to go. So it is just all down to the player to figure that out for themselves. I like it, but I also feel a little bit overwhelmed at this point in the game. I'm only about 2 hours in, and I'm already feeling like I'm having a great time, but I am lost as far as my character. I don't know what I'm supposed to be going for or what I want. I know that the fact that I want to be a necromancer and I want to keep the enemy at bay, but I don't know how to go about that. There's not really much in the way at the moment in my understanding of how to do that. And I think that might be where maybe some of the early players leave or get over sort of overbearing, is it? It's an overbearing
Furious spikes,
feeling of
be
doing
cautious.
something that
They
may
say I would ask
affect me
what
in the
you-
long run. I might be wrong. I don't know. It's just the feeling I'm getting right now. But this guy just gave me some rune spikes. Together, the runes are
Didn't
an
expect to
oath
find
of
such
peaceful passage.
craftsmanship out here.
Request freedom in persuade. Again, a load of jargon, but doesn't really tell me what to do with it. Doesn't seem like I can equip it anywhere. It's probably a quest item. Yeah, quest item. Okay, let's go
Here's what
buy and
I've
sell.
got.
Wow, this man sells armor at level 74 now for 400. I'm almost there. I can buy it, but it'll be all my money. Maybe sell this one. Yeah, that's the way forward. This one's level 60. This one's level 70. Strength plus 10. This one has strength plus 10. Also has 3 buffs that this one doesn't have. I'm going to take that and sell it.
Might make
And I'm going
good
to take this
scrap.
one and equip it. And then I'm skinned. Spent all my money. But it was worth it. That was a meaningful upgrade right now. Going to keep the quest item, keep the talisman. Flask, lesser life flask. Recovers 50% health. Okay. We put that anywhere? Nope. Got an uncut gem. So I'm going to come out of this and just go to my gems.
If you find a pint out there, do bring it back.
Ah, so now we're talking. We've unlocked level 2 and I am keen. What's this? Rolling magma. So if I click it, we should get a video.
Rolling magma spits a ball of lava that bounces forward, dealing damage each time it hits the ground. Shockwave Totem repeatedly thumps the ground, dealing area damage.
AoE.
Pounce leaps to the target location, damaging enemies where you land. The strongest enemy you hit is marked with Predator's Mark. Wing Blast buff its enemies, knocking them back as you propel yourself to a safe distance.
I think I need to use
While
my
this skill
other
is
2
equipped-
transformations a lot more because I'm not versed enough to buy anything because I haven't used them enough to know which one I prefer out of the 3 beasts. Ideally, you're going to pick a favourite, I would imagine. My elementals are all locked now until I get to the level 14 intelligence. So that's not going to work. I think I'm going to go with the magma balls. Boom. I'm just going to pop that in there. Magma balls. Right. T is an awful button to use that as well. Really, that should be on... Yeah, it's hard. F, G. It should be on G, really. Okay, so we have upgraded armor and we've got a bunch of stuff there. I need to see how to summon my other creatures. Could be in here somewhere. Dodge roll. Da, 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 da. Great portal. Character screen. That's weird, it doesn't tell you how to change your abilities.
Not the place for such things.
Just gonna have to hit a bunch of buttons and hope for the best. Use a rune of spikes. Use rune of spikes. So that's our next quest. Which is all the way over here. We can teleport to the red veil. Nice, okay. What else do we have here? We've got a stash box. I might stash my original staff in there, just in case I need it. And this bottle, not a quest item, is it? No. Is anything that I think is valuable, I'm just going to put in there. I might want it later. And this ball, I want to see if I can sell that. I accidentally carved the wrong one.
Oi, anything take your fancy?
Yeah, have that. 1 gold. That was worth shit all.
Till next time.
Right, so we go through this portal back to Red Vale. Right, and then we go straight. I keep pressing M for map. It's my go-to. Map system. I'm really not getting used to it. So I think we're going to go off to the right. I think that was the way we had to go. There should be a path through here somewhere. Okay, I just learned something new there. If I transform into one of my beasts, I can just use the special ability of the beast, like this, and then I'm the beast. So I could just do that. Maybe that's why I was struggling to figure it out. So bear, and then what the other one? R. P. That's really useful. That does hella damage. Yeah, the bear's weak. Like, compared, early game, the bear is weak. The dragon does way more damage with his fireball. Oh, so they're the same. So I've got a spare slot here. I don't have anything to put in it at the moment, do I? Skill, clear this slot. Right, so now we've got R and T right next to each other there. Yeah, okay, I can fucks with that. So I just move my fingers across. So the next one I want is Y. Change F for Y. And I can just use the whole top row. That'd be handy. That was a thought in my head that I was talking to myself there. Peace out. Okay, I think we're going the right way now. Even if we're not, still going to pan out okay. Supposed to be a way out here. Grelwood, that's up and left. Cool, so if I stand here I should be safe. What I'm going to do is go into my controls, and where I've got middle mouse button to summon the bear, I'm going to change that for T. There we go. And then I'm going to change the bear, which is middle mouse button. Fuel set, not bound. That's got to be T in it. Yeah, okay, sweet. So that now should allow me to fire a fireball and then continue on as this. Yeah. I'm assuming, and I'm just assuming, well I don't know why he's gone to the bear all of a sudden, that we can change these movesets here to have like other sets, because this set here is only useful, it's a mishmash, but if I could like make one set for the bear, one set for the dragon, but once on the dragon, now all these buttons are all the dragon special moves. That would make more sense to me than having all of this mishmashy stuff going on. if I'm not the dragon, it should auto flip back to another tier that is just for the blokey, and then another tier for the bear. As I turn into that, all these movesets should change. It doesn't seem to have that at the moment. I don't know if I'm not reading it right, or it's just, you know, that's not how it works. But that's how I would have designed it. As I go like this, all of my moves would change into having them all allocated to the same buttons, but for this guy's movesets. So if it had multiple tiers, I think that would definitely help there. Stab the rune spikes into the tree. Okay.
Abominations!
Delivery. Oh, it is. Right. Sorry, I was just checking Amazon just to make sure they do their job. Oh, excuse me. Wait. Hole of wisdom. Exploding boogers. Give you an example of something in a minute. Bubs, if you can clip this for me, because I need to double check it myself later as well. I'm going to get rid of these guys. Right, cool. Yeah, you ready? So, I keep getting attacked. I'm in a really bad area. Right, good. So I don't know if it's my setup or whether I've done this wrong, but when I turn into this guy by hitting the middle mouse button, I can keep spewing these, right? But he should have other attacks. Now, there's nothing laid out in the bottom bar for him, but if I hit left trigger, I go back to my man, and I thought like he would have his own moveset. And like I say, I explained earlier about how the bars are supposed to I would like them to change. I think this is the problem I'm having. When he turns into this, it's like, well, he's got one special attack, and if I'm the bear, he has one special attack. That's it, you know. Other than that, they're just going back to the man every time I press my attack button on the left mouse, if that makes any sense. So I don't know if there's a way of keeping as, let's say, this, but having all of the abilities. So, you know, being able to punch and dodge and all of that is cool, but like I can't stay as him. Do you know what I mean? Until the bar burns out or waste mana, whatever the reason in changing back is. It's weird. I can walk around as him and I can spit, but that's it. That's his only attack. So I don't know if that's supposed to be like that, or I don't know if you guys can help me out with that one. So like if I want to be the bear, I hit T, but now I can only do this. It doesn't make sense. I mean, maybe early in the game I'm getting ahead of myself, but they seem pretty useless because I can only do that. I'm basically using my man for everything. Because he's the most versatile, yeah? He's got attacks, he's got special abilities, he's got everything I need to stay as him. But this guy, I can only do the one spit move. And dodge, of course, but the dodge with him is pretty dry. Boom, there we go. It's still, any game I've played in an ARPG or, you know, like these sorts of RPGs with this sort of camera angle, still V Rising has the most epic leveling up. Because when it does that, it's very much similar to this, but it destroys the environment. All of the bushes get burned, the trees fall down, you know, you get a big puff of wind. It still has the best leveling up, in my opinion, to make you feel like you did something. This one's pretty good. It has a good sound effect, you know, it has that bass, but I don't think it's not quite on V Rising's level up endorphin rush that you get. Okay, we've now got a waypoint. Now we've travelled to the right hand side of the forest, so we're going to go up and see what that's all about. There he goes, new checkpoint, the Grim Tangle. Get out of here. One shot. So the rune spiked into the Tree of Souls. Okay, now I have no idea where the Tree of Souls is. Where are we? I think we're here. Red Val, I'm somewhere in this mess of forestry here. Increase mana regeneration rate. Use that. I wonder if we have to go through here. It can't hurt, can it? Maybe. Okay, we've got checkpoints, we've got waypoints, we're in the Grim Tangle.
Budge for me.
Doesn't seem like we can actually do anything in here. It's literally it. I'm stuck. Okay, we're probably not allowed in there yet. That was weird. Just a room I couldn't get out of. Tell you what though, this is by far the best looking game. I mean, compared to Diablo 4, which is, I guess, its closest competitor, I think this game has it beat. It is a better looking game. It's very dark, very grey. I think Diablo's a little bit more colourful in its palette, but this is the better looking game graphically. I'm just going by pure map coordinates of being to the top right. I'm just trying to find a way out. There you go, there's a path there. I'm sure that's where we came from though. Okay, let's have a look. Travel to Greyval. Routes knows me now. So far away. Right, we're here, we need to be there. And again, it's dead ends, constant dead ends. I don't know where to go from here. I'm lost. I'm actually lost. But then again, how lost can you actually get in this game? It's got, you know, borders. It's basically all big squares. What was that? Oh, that map button really needs to, I'm going to have to switch that out. I don't know how to get here. I think we've explored this entire map. I don't know how we get from here to there. Yeah, we've opened up. Well, there is a little bit in the middle there we need to do. That seems a bit anti-intuitive because we've got to go through. Yeah, we've got to go through the middle and then come down to the left, and the actual place we're trying to get to is on the right. But if it is that, then that's fine. Yeah, checkpoint, then through, down. The last bit I haven't opened is over on the left. Just a dead end.
That'd have me out my arse.
Okay, so because I'm lost, I'm going to go to the top one, which was this dead end we opened, and try and come backwards and just see what it says. It says stab the rune spikes with the souls. And then in here it says routes are impassable for now. Until we stab the tree. I'm just guessing here. Stab the rune spikes into the tree of souls. Don't know if we've missed the tree of souls or.
This being feels ancient. What binds them here?
Okay, who's you now? Here we go. What's this? The whammons.
What happened here? This shape to relieve you. Goodbye.
Ah, here we go. This is the tree.
Good. Now the others.
Whatever hides beneath that hood, time I looked it in the eye.
Okay, so I think by stabbing these we're going to start a boss battle. It's feeling like one coming. Oh no, maybe not. It's you now.
He's unconscious, but he's breathing. Stay safe if you can.
Right, so the guy's unconscious, not a threat. We've got a
By
note
decree
here.
of the Count of Ogham, those condemned to hang from these branches are to be left until their hearts no longer beat.
Oh, what did he
their
do?
lungs no longer
Do you know what I
fill
mean?
with
To get
air,
condemned and
and their
hung.
flesh is no longer warm. In death, you are not forgiven. Your souls will remain trapped here by this ancient moor of maligned wood, and the
Rude.
grove will be forever denied you. Rot here in the Grelwood for all time, and good riddance.
Okay, so we need to go back to camp and speak to Rennie. Seems like the main man at the moment. Oh, Uma's still there as well.
The wound, only by a grim Goodbye.
Bye. Okay, here he is.
I heard you're
Rennie.
heading for the village. Bad enough, I have all the... I was hoping I found it every day here in Clearfell.
Chat logs you can get into. Look.
It's a dark well.
Again,
Take a
buy and
look.
sell. Gloves, we can get rid of those. Okay, he's got level 13 gloves, but they come with effects. You're not better than ours. We're level 15 armor. No good. 22 on the boots. We've got those. He definitely doesn't want you overpowered, this guy. 29 on the helmet. And he's always lower than what I've got. 9 times out of 10. Right, we've got a new one. Travel to Ogham Village. I'm going to do that because we've still got time. Ogham Village. Dun, dun, dun. Right, where's that? Ogham Village. Untangles, cemetery. That's all the way over there. How in the world am I getting to that? You can only teleport from the things you open up, I believe. But the only way I can go really is up here to the Cemetery of the Eternals, level 7. I mean, that's level 13 up there, so it's going to take a while to get there. Ah, so now all becomes clear. We need a woman to open the vines for us. I should have known. This is 2026. Can't do nothing by ourselves,
The
us
Fae
men.
spirits are still watching, I believe.
And she sings it away. Of course she does. Why not?
The old magic still thrives.
Oh shit.
Always open. Please, hurry.
One of them.
Bedriok heed her call.
Ay, ay, ay. Okay, let's go. Dun, dun, dun. Whoa. Straight into grief. She's talking, that's it. Flip. Yeah, I got it. You see what I mean? It's inaccurate and it's a little bit wayward. It does a lot of damage, but the dragon becomes just a projectile, not an actual animal. It doesn't feel like a character. It feels like a Hadouken, a special move, because you can only turn into him, throw these, and then go back to being the man by hitting attack. Nice to actually play as him. Okay, here we go. This don't look good. The rotten druid. It's like a boggling. Look at this. And I can't go in the middle because I think they explode. The one-shot dirt that they give these bosses. Jeez. Oh. Okay, I have no idea what that boss was. They teleported us back too far. Bottleneck like a motherfucker. Look at that, I got about 60 of them. The whole crew. And do you know what? I can use that whole line to bring back all my little minions. Where did this boss go? We had him. We were right there. They teleported me out. Now I've lost the boss. Oh no. I'm going to follow my waypoints that I've already unlocked. We should hit the boss again.
Nature turned on you.
Yeah, I have no idea where this boss is now. I've completely lost him. We had him. I died and basically it teleported me too far outside the zone. So now I don't know where he's gone. I'm assuming it's that big circle there next to that checkpoint. It's gotta be. Yeah, that's where it is. Here we go. Okay, that fire does barely any damage, that's no good. But bear in mind you can one shot. Annoying, standing in front of him is like your only option to get a guaranteed hit. And by standing in front of him, he can one-shot you. Oh, the Druid of Muck is suck. He is not my friend. I'm trying to think of a game plan. We've got the bear, which is close range. We're going to get busted. I know he's achieved, right? We've got the dragon, does no damage. You know, the fireballs are not affecting him. It is just going to be keep dropping the volcano on him and moving around quickly. That's about the only ability I seem to have here that's going to do any. It's the only option I've got. Maybe just doing general attacks. Even then he's got teleport, which is one stage too far. I do good damage just on basic attack, I'll give it that. So just dodge out the way, do basic attack. The most boring end to the stream possible, but it just seems to work. I've got enough movement to get away from him. We're at a quarter life bar now. It's just going to take time. Just hold that basic attack. Okay, obviously he's getting a bit cheeky now. This is nonsense. I'd like an ability to roll quicker so you can recover quicker. He's exploiting the fact that I can only do one slow roll at a time. The man just throws a boulder out of nowhere. We got him half a life bar done, and then he just whacks you with a boulder. Out of no, that's just pure dirt. That boss is designed out of pure dirtness. Oh dear. I shall beat him. I'm going to go quiet while I concentrate. He has to go down. Again. Oh. I even see it coming. Always at half a life bar, you just go so dirt. So dirt. I don't think I've got anything that's gonna increase our chances either. Got some kinky boots at 18. They do have an energy shield attached to them. The problem is these are 22. I guess we could stand a better chance with those. Less armor though, but only by a little bit. But then you get the 9 boost. So I'm going to go with those. Yeah, I'm really struggling now. We're going to hit a wall if we're not careful. 19 helmet, that's no good. We'll drop that. What these boots? 13. Get rid of those. Scepter. There's nothing. There's no options but to persevere. I'm actually a bit worried about this. Coming in. to recharge. Annoying because my volcano is the only thing I've really got against him. It doesn't recharge quick enough. And my roll is slower than his attacks. Gotcha, get it. Yeah, that's the most damage I can do there. It's slow, but we'll get him eventually if we're careful. Ooh, we missed it. Okay, good. It's our last health potion. So close. Going ham. He's hit us with a rock. We beat him out. Oh, jeez. I persevered. That was painful. Really painful that one was. GG. I give up. That's as far as I'm willing to travel right now. Jeez. Right. That just shows you how good this game is. Not only does it aggravate you as much as it rewards you, it gives you that sense of like achievement. That was really good. Get to login. Yes, okay, we'll wrap this up. Oh. I felt really accomplished by doing it because we were obviously underpowered, and I felt like, you know, the challenge was worth it. And the reward for it is just knowing you beat it with the bare minimum. You know, he was a dirty druid and we effed him up, and he was actually dirty. He did some stuff that only happens halfway down the life bar. He wasn't expecting it. When he did do it, he could one-shot you. So what do we think of Path of Exiles? Well, I mean, for me, it's an easy 4.5 out of 5. It's so close to being perfect. There's just a few things I want to moan about. That's the immovable user interface, the fact we can't grow it, make it bigger, move it to the left, you know, because my health bar's behind my back. I can't do anything about that, and that kind of sucks. I think for the first Path of Exiles, that's excusable. The second Path of Exiles, I think we should be able to do that. You know, completely reorganize it for streamers and the like. Let me just turn down the music real quick. What else did I want to talk about? I wanted to talk about the dual screen support. It needs to be able to be moved and locked to different screens. Most streamers have a 2, sometimes 4 screen setup, and it's not always going to be screen 1 where we play our games. So I think being able to move them around multiple screens easily just by selecting and detecting those screens. I think DLSS should be able to be removed. I feel like this game should be strong enough at this point in its life to run off TAA and to be rendered by my system itself. I think they're the only 3 major hiccups I found today that I'd want to mention. Now, positive wise, and why I give it 4.5 out of 5, is the gameplay. The gameplay, the sound effects, the visuals, again, the Magic 5. Is it fun? Of course it is. It's one of those games that really punish you, don't hold your hand, and you're rewarded for that. You're rewarded in a way that makes you feel accomplished and great. And even if you get to the end of the game, you're probably going to replay it again a couple times with other characters over your life, because you're going to want to see it all again. You're going to want to relive those experiences. And I think it's a win-win for not just the fact it's $20, but if this game was free, oh my days, it will just blow every other free-to-play game of its genre out the water, even its own predecessor. This game has everything that the first game doesn't, and it has a lot more accessibility for new players to jump in. I feel it's a really solid base, and they should build upon it. And I think I'm just going to be enthralled with playing this one. I'm going to lose myself for hours and hours and hours and have a bunch of fun with this one. And we're going to be doing like a 5-part series just to take my druid all the way to the top levels, and see how we get on and what I've learned and stuff like that. But I think overall, I can recommend this game to absolutely anybody who's got $20 on the hip and wants to play it early, or wait till it goes free to play. I mean, that shouldn't be too far off now, about 6 months to a year tops, and then it should be free to play. But they're making a bunch of money from it. So I would just personally stick it at $20 and, you know, player base is already there. The people who want to play it have already paid for it, and the people who ain't playing it are probably waiting for it to go free. $20 ain't a lot of money. On a sale, you're talking about, what, $12? It's pretty cheap as it is to me, but it is a free-to-play game and designed as such, so we're probably going to see season passes and things like that later on. But for now, no in-game governs, no pop-ups, no horrible nastiness that is usually coming with free-to-play games, and the fact that it's $20, I think I spent my $20 wisely. I think it's definitely a game worth investing in. And again, they didn't send it out. I paid my own cash, and I'm happy to pay that cash because of the amount of game here. Now I'm going to be playing this on a controller on weekends and night times in bed to level myself up, and then in between that, as I feel I'm ready to bring something to the table, I'll create another video for you guys and we can hang out on the live set. And we film every video live, so if you want to join us, you can. And I want to thank everybody for your support. We are now partnered, and we do now have a lot of bonuses for joining the channel, and a lot of game codes, giveaways, and a lot of good stuff now. So if you want to join us, feel free. You can follow us over on Discord, and if you want to, you can follow along with the YouTube. You can follow along on the YouTube experience by watching videos and hanging out and leaving comments and getting to know us on the channel. We're a good bunch of guys and we like to play video games. That's pretty much it. So I want to thank you guys for joining me. Peace out. Look forward to the next one, and I'll see you laters. Oh, that'll do. There's an outro there somewhere. I'm done.